Yo, salut à tous. Et dans la dernière vidéo, malheureusement, ça a crash. Je me préparais à aller donner le manuel et à finir les missions annexes.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with...
Faut déjà que je me vide parce que je suis plein. Qu'est-ce que je vais garder? Qu'est-ce que je vais enlever?
You hungry? Something I can help you with? Fresh...
Et voilà tout ce que je vais garder. Concernant l'équipement.
Something I can help you with? Fresh off...
Et voilà, je me suis débarrassé de tout un tas de conneries.
Any luck finding one of the... No kidding! Really? The geothermal plant? Now that is just That's a complete set. Aside from...
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into...
Anything else I can do for you? That's not strange at all, dear. Few of... But we must remember that being lost is the first step. Glad I could help, dear. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your... That sounds like fever talk, all right. Where did you say you were from? Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale. Oh, you're Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down, dear. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't? Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my... Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost shit. You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering. No, but the board may have reason to fear you. I'm listening. I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the veil. Might be Reed's People around here lack the strength to effect change. Or they have the strength, but not the will. More of the colony felt the way you did. We'd have our... I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life. Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a... This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white... My son worked in that cannery. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve... So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
Je crois qu'il y a moyen de les faire revenir dans la ville. Je suis bête. Au final, il avait pas tort sur la menace mécanique.
Bring us honor, soldier. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. So this is... I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile.
Et il me reste plus qu'une seule mission à accomplir. C'est pas les ennemis, mais je vais les éviter. Elle est où, Adélaïde?
Do you hear that? That low, pleasant... I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face. Blunt as a hammer. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their... I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. You're not... You're welcome among us if...
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe.
Elle est pas très maligne, la Zoé.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me. Adelaide. Adelaide wants nothing more than to see this town. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got All right, easy now. I'll order my guards to stand down.
Mais il est où, Reed?
You and I have got nothing more to say.
Il a été ici, je m'en souviens. Bertie Cotton. Doit être un des fugitifs.
Got 'em all. Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but I have imagined it, but I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I know. Mr. Thompson said I was to chaperone you about the veil. Yeah, Mr. Thompson's got a temper. But I'm more scared of missing out than I am of him. I don't want to lose my one chance at seeing the stars. Yes! I mean, Captain. I can call you Captain.
Captain de l'imposteur.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today? Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic... that's what I grew up in a pit of a town, I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure... I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it. They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige. The simple version is this. The force which we call... Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's... The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the line. It's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction. I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and I've been called that. What about you? What's your story? And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now? That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you? Oh, I see. You have my condolences. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be... Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan.
Certaines
But most
personnes
of the
font ça,
philosophist's
c'est pas
perversion
outré.
of Bakono's thoughts came more than a century after his death. I've been thinking on that. There's a former associate. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. Oh, I'm anything but certain. But it's all I've got. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular... I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit of... Thank you.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Bizarre, là.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable. Our engine room is located behind you, across the... What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating with... I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Good, great, excellent. Let's move on. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can... Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well... Excellent. I'll send her a wire. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting. I call it the holographic shroud. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity card. Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound. Best used in moderation. When you see. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath. Science, that's how. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please...
Visiter le quartier déjà. Ah ça c'est les armes scientifiques. Un cadeau d'Adélaïde. Ça sera un compagnon, si je me souviens bien. Fan de baseball. Bon, il y a quand même pas mal de compagnons à recruter. Sachant qu'on peut faire le jeu seul aussi sans compagnon.
Yeah, so I was looking for a place that was quiet. Cozy-like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch.
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or at least ways that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a... Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic.
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been...
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But you can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget. He meant funny, as in... It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening. I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job. Well, they're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches. As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars. Can't say I had many. Mostly I kept to myself. Going to the community center to hear music. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad I noticed straight away that he was moving slower. And stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. No, but a whole life taking care of Edgewater by his lonesome, working with... When I left for school, everything got harder for him. I used to help him lift the heavy things, and my hands didn't shake for the fine detail work. About a year. I tried to do more of... Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects, or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape. What? You want me to leave? Oh.
Tellement facile de virer quelqu'un, ça pourrait arriver.
Welcome back, Cap. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent... Alex likely recorded progress notes. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to... I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes. I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without... As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless... In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald. I have required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands. I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth. I am relieved to hear it, Captain. No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? How can I be of assistance?
That's gonna say my first.
What part of the colony would you like to do? We're cleared to dock with the groundbreak. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking... I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously... Order does not compute. Nevertheless, I will endeavor to execute my current and future tasks without lip. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been... Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city... Many of Halcyon's companies maintain... I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been... Of course. What part of the colony would you like to... Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations... There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system? A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells, even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you.
Ah, c'est pas tout à fait vrai, puisque là, on va s'y rendre, justement.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors? Remember that you are not in...
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Oh, balderdash! You hadn't yet recovered your faculties of speech. What was I to do? Dear so-and-so, would you like to be shoved into an... Still, I admit I may have been a touch hasty, even thoughtless. I do apologize if I rushed you. Nonsense. There's no such thing as luck. Only well-calculated margins of error. You survived that fall in 85 out of 100 simulations. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them... Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying...
Ah, the wanted criminal himself.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible... Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a... You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular. Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me. What's on your mind?
Alors là, il y a un choix de dialogue marrant. On peut lui dire que il est pas doué pour la flatterie. Et il va être d'accord avec nous en plus.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Eh ben...
Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
I'm on my way.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. What's occupying your thoughts?
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
You got a minute? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. I abso-surely can. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole... Gosh, no, Captain. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate a... And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
Lesbienne, quoi.
Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk about something else?
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little backbait brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes up. Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, Look, if it's a crime, only the finest group of top... He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back-bay's, well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Yeah, I reckon you're right. Imagine me wasting my life loading boxes. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? So your ship's got a dark and violent history? Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, Bob.
Donc, je me dis qu'on va le retrouver dans l'équipe, celui-là. J'ai déjà trouvé un secret.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which blue chip, I mean, the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
Customs and inspection, right this way!
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Bon, et ça va être tout pour cette vidéo. Je vais sauvegarder. Et je vais m'arrêter là pour cette vidéo. Là, on va explorer dans la prochaine un petit peu le précurseur. C'est assez long, il y a beaucoup de choses à faire. Et voilà. C'est un jeu qui est plutôt intéressant, qui est même très intéressant. Et qui est vraiment sympa à jouer. Surtout la première fois. Merci d'avoir regardé et à plus pour la prochaine vidéo. Ciao.